Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. I'm your host for LC Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Love and Marriage DC. This is season 2B. I believe that this is episode 19, possibly 20, but it will be corrected in the description below. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video. Also subscribe to my platform, my channel. Leave your comments below. This is the season finale. Thank God we've made it. It's been a year in the making for us. But stay tuned because I'm going to have another video for the reunion. I don't think that I'm going to be able to put it all in one. We'll see how it goes with what I have to say in this review for this episode. But it's more than likely I have to make two videos. So stay tuned for both of them. All right, so we begin where we left off, and this is at Irena's wig pop-up shop thing. Of course, we have Ashley, Joy, Winter, Carmen, and Irena, and they're talking about the throuple situation. Joy wants to know why it's being brought up again. I didn't know that there was again. I know that you and Irena had something going on, but if there was something else or whatever, I don't know. She said, why is it still being discussed? So basically, Ashley explains her part, Carmen explains her part, da-da-da-da-da. To me, I feel like Carmen, well, she said this. I'm going to say what Carmen said. And this is in a recent interview and off of one of the reviews that she came in on with Ashley and Winter. She said that she was sent on assignment to come after the HBIC, which is Ashley Silva. So, it wasn't even Ashley that brought up the throuple situation. It was Irena. The thing, I did like Irena. Of course, there's other things, and maybe I'll discuss it when the season is over, on how I feel about certain cast members. Irena brought it up. And then Ashley went on and asked some questions. You know, you guys are online doing this, so da 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 da. For some reason, she wanted to use the same read that Joy tried to do earlier in the season with Irena. I think they were doing some type of impromptu photo shoot that she invited Irena to be a part of as friends. This was actually after the cast photo shoot. That was some drama there that we never saw on camera. So, anyways, she used about, well, if they want to talk about a throuple, well, we can easily talk about you, Ashley, and Alicia, and Quick being in a throuple. And Ashley's like, how is that in any comparison? Alicia's been around for 20 plus years. She's been my best friend. They're like brother and sister. They're not going around talking about that she's number two and all this good stuff as he was competing for his love on Ready to Love, the game show. I don't understand it. You can tell that Carmen got that from Joy because it was the same verbatim. It's the verbatim from me. So you can't convince me that you weren't just copying off of Joy and someone within the camp sent you to come after Ashley. That's my only belief, and if somebody has something different, let me know. But I'm starting to understand how they work over there in the petty camp, and let's just say they're quite performative. So then after they kind of just hash things out, I think Ashley or somebody asked, do you have any questions, issues, or concerns? And Ashley said, I'm good. Everybody's good. Joy, are you good? And then Joy said, at this point, I don't know. So we're looking at her, when are you going to speak up and talk, girl? This was your time to talk. I don't know. Irena feels like Carmen is not being the same person when she's in front of Joy, because there was more that Carmen did have to say about Joy out of her presence, and she actually does it during not the finale party, but during this episode also that we're not seeing. So she does feel like Carmen is kind of this backstabber. I can see where you're coming from, Irena. Ain't that something I'm saying? Something positive about the Tylers? Okay, so the next scene is with Ashley and Quick. Quick is working too much, as he always is, and she ends up telling him about a conversation that she had with Winter and about their marriage, and how he does feel like she feels like the communication is off. If she has an issue, he tries to fix it, but not really listen to what she has to say. He's a fixer, but it's kind of like this nonchalantness of not really caring what Ashley has to say. They don't spend time together. And Winter brought up, do you guys go to counseling? And she said no. At this point, Quick said, I'll go to counseling, you set up a date, and I'll go. But she's saying how frustrating it is because you're not here a lot. They speak about this in the reunion also, and some earth-shattering confessions are made, and it's like, oh my God. But it does feel a lot like how season 1 was with them, and I wish they kind of concentrated on that. People were in the comments talking about, Ashley, you should have paid attention to your marriage instead of doing the stuff that you were doing. I mean, this is an ensemble show. What were the other cast members doing? And if it was solely about marriage, I think this would have been somewhat a better show, because it's not even balanced between the group and the marriages. Now, the packages that they show during the reunion matches up to what I believe Love and Marriage franchise is entity is all about. But for some reason, we're sticking to this group friction instead of what's going on with them in their own marriages. That's my opinion. Irena and Little Jamie. Irena is setting up for this retirement celebration for Big Jamie, because he's retired from the police force after 25 years. I may give my thoughts on that by the end of the reunion. By the end of the reunion, we'll see how this goes and how pissed off I am. Irena brings up to Little Jamie, how are things with you and your father, and basically she asks, we did one little therapy session, and that was it. So, as I said a couple weeks ago, was this just for camera, Jamie, that you did this? Because other than that, y'all only went once, and it was supposed to be family. Are the other therapy sessions that you're having showing your life, is that for camera? Or are you really getting help for how much of an asshole you were as a cop? Or how you ever was trained to be this type of person that had this type of aggression that you brought home. I got something to say when I get to this reunion too. So y'all let me know. And I know that there are a lot of Jamie and Irena fans. What are we seeing really real? And what are we really seeing for the camera? Little Jamie says it doesn't seem like Dad really wants to spend any time. He's retired and nothing. He don't ever ask, can we do this, do that, da 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 da. And Irena was like, well, why don't you ask, da 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 da. It's like Jamie doesn't want to be bothered. So it's like, he's 26 years old. He's a grown adult. He also asked, why can't we do things together? We see in his confessional that when Jason is home, they do things with him, but not with Little Jamie. And I guess that's a little bit, that is frustrating and it's hurtful to him. Irena says there's a lot of times that you get into these moods. Someone can make you mad and then you shut down. And Jamie's like a person, I don't want to be around that negativity. I don't want to, and he gets away from you. Even though this dude that confessed that he's wanting to harm himself and he's depressed. And y'all just, I'm not saying that Little Jamie has not hurt Big Jamie or any other family member because of the behaviors that he has portrayed to them. What I am saying is, that there's something deeper going on with this boy, but y'all don't take him serious at all. Y'all don't take that stuff serious, not for real. Yeah, so he said Jason has worse mood swings or a worse attitude than mine is. But y'all take up with him. I mean, I really think that little Jason feels like the black sheep of the family. And it seems like he is being treated like that. And it seems to be based upon his past decisions and how he still operates. But he still has some other emotional and mental stuff going on that is not being taken serious. Because if Jamie could be on camera acting like he really wants to disconnect from the cop world, then he ought to be able to take this boy serious, this man serious. So I feel that there's a lot of fakery going on, but y'all can let me know in the comments what y'all think. All right, so Ashley and Joy. Ashley takes her out to get an outfit for this whole Jamie situation. They're having a good time, trying on different things. She's dancing, Joy is, and all this good stuff. And then all of a sudden, Joy says, "Hey, I have something I have to tell you. I do like you, but I love Clifton and Carmen more than you." And now she's like, "I don't expect you not to love your husband. You need to love him more than me." But she feels like how she came at Carmen was not good. But Carmen came for her. She didn't like that whole exchange. You doing this, and really the thing that makes me want to cut the cord is because she didn't say this. I'm saying it this way. Of how Ashley treated Clifton during the suite thing, during the basketball suite thing. And Ashley said, "Not because of the Christmas party?" And she said, "No." But that was then when you said that we're enemies. All based upon Ashley saying that she helped you get on the show. So I do get it. If you're not really compatible with my mate, then I don't know how we're going to actually fix things. But I don't understand why can't they work on this or fix this. It's just like, I don't like your husband. I don't like Ashley. So we're just nothing. That doesn't make sense to me. That you see the problem, you can't even see if it's fixable. That's weird to me. So I'm just not going to be friends with you. Okay. So they get into interaction. Ashley feels like she's a flip-flopper. We have one-on-one interactions and we're good. And when other people get involved in it, then you switch up your story, you forget stuff. And Joy's like, "Oh no, I don't. I remember this. But it's kind of like, it's really weird how Joy flips. And I'm saying this on the part of, okay, Joy, everything's been okay. Clifton hasn't been okay with you being friends with her. I feel like it's been very Clifton influenced as to why you guys aren't friends right now and why she made that decision, because her excuses are weird. But they go through a fight right then, as far as just verbally. It wasn't anything physical. And they just basically said, "We're not going to be friends," or nothing. Because Ashley's like, "Well, I think later on, like, I said that we can be cordial. We don't even have to be this way. But you said that you F with me." Okay. All right. Jamie's retirement party. It's a surprise. Jamie's not there as of yet, but Ashley ends up telling the group, I think, that her and Joy have fallen out. Irena is shocked and also confused. She's hearing what Ashley's saying and doesn't understand why Joy has retreated like this. We all don't, Irena. So it's like, that's your friend, but you still are going to stick beside her. Okay. Because they talk about, Irena was talking to them about, we're going to be up front and we're going to cheer Joy on. She's going to be doing this roast thing. And of course, at this point, Ashley's being very shady about the whole situation, especially how things ended, because it's like, okay. And they basically saying, "No, I don't think I'm going to be that cheerful of it. We're going to see what happens." Jamie arrives with Jason and also Mama T, and it really shocks him. He does get emotional. People have tributes for him. Little Jamie had something to say. Brittany had something to say. We see Jamie's parents, Big Jamie and Sylvia are the parents' names. So I guess they don't want to be on TV because we didn't know anything about them. I didn't even know if they were alive. So Albie Shore comes. How they connected is Jason actually looks a lot like Albie Shore. She ended up posting a comparison picture between Jason and Albie Shore up. Albie Shore caught wind of it, and since then they've been great friends. So he comes and in celebration. He has his words also. Then Joy shows up and she sings this roast. I guess she came up with the words. She had to sing from her phone. People don't look impressed, but it wasn't really even a roast. So I don't understand what Irena was doing. I really don't. And what Joy was doing. It didn't make sense. If it's a roast them. But you don't even know them like that to roast them. As Ashley was saying, like, you don't even know them like that. Yusha thought Joy was great. And we're just looking on, what? I'm really getting sick and tired of this ninja and this fandom for Joy. I don't even know if I said it in one of the reviews, but what we do know is that Yusha was trying out for Ready to Love. And the person that he felt the strongest connection to was Joy. He was on that season. Now we can put two and two together as to what's really going on. Y'all thinking possibly that Winter's just jealous of Joy. No, Yusha got this other stuff going on that Winter caught wind of later on. And she comes by after everything's gone. The group is all sitting together. Joy comes by. She has to leave. Clifton didn't show up because he said he had a family emergency. We don't even know who the family is. So if there's a family emergency, I guess they're somewhere. They live in the DC area and we don't know who they are. Joy says that she has to go. She only speaks to the Tylers. She doesn't speak to anyone else. And then Ashley's like, well, of course she has not, I forgot what the word she said, but basically she can't speak to nobody, da 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 da, as Joy is walking away, blah, 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 blah. And Joy said, I'm only speaking to the people that I like. And she said between her and Ashley that she'd rather have an honest enemy than a fake-ass friend. Ain't that Carmen, though? Like, ain't that Carmen? Ain't that Carmen? But I don't think that Ashley has been fake. I think you're mad is when she reads you for filth. And you think that, oh, this is the real Ashley. She's only just, now it's just the surface. Now she's just surface and being laughing with you. But you just said that you F with her. That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Even though I am an Ashley stan, I'm trying to make sense of what Joy is talking about. You're saying that Ashley's fake. How can she be fake? You wanted to F with her. You called her enemy, but for some reason you wanted to still F with her. And I still feel like Clifton influenced you to not be friends with her. And you're using petty, stupid stuff to make sure that they're not friends, that you're not friends with her. After Joy leaves, Carmen shows up and kind of shows her, hey. She says, you know, I am Clifton's friend. I'm Joy's friends by association out of respect, but the real friendship is between Clifton. She doesn't take any accountability for anything. I told them that I did not appreciate, or I don't respect that she did not, that she won't have a conversation with Black and also having this guard up with Sherelle. I didn't think that it's right. It sounds like to me, Carmen, you wanted to fit into this group. That's what it looks like. I think you don't like the label of being a throuple and them not really clearing things up about it, even though Joy seems to have. I'm confused with Carmen at this point as to how you're being portrayed. Your interview says something else, but how you were on the show, it just seems like you just backed up out of the whole situation, in my opinion. But we do know that Clifton, Carmen, and Joy are not friends anymore. So y'all let a TV show come between y'all. All right, so that's all I do have for this episode. I appreciate everyone for coming. I think I kind of yacked on a little bit more. I apologize in regards to that, but it's just a lot of things that are confusing to me still. Even on the finale, they did have their final say of how things are in their lives, da 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 da. But that was about it, and they danced the night away at the prom thing. I mean, not the prom thing. Sorry, at the retirement thing. Ashley put on Twitter that they had this prom event. That was actually the last day of filming, but none of that was used, and they just let Jamie do his thing for the retirement thing. But that's all I do have for this episode. Tell me what you think of it. I'm getting ready to film the reunion part 1. Stay tuned for that. I appreciate everyone again for coming to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, peace.